The fiery ordeal. It is in the stress of circumstances that a truly great man reveals the strength of his character. Imagine the reaction of a lifelong ascetic when he is suddenly confronted with his young wife, who has come with the definite purpose of meeting him and possibly of asserting her claim over him. If he were a stern ascetic, he would shun her. If not, he would gradually succumb to her influence. Sri Ramakrishna did neither. His reactions had a uniqueness of their own. It has already been mentioned that he received her cordially, but what followed was even more remarkable. He decided to avail himself of his wife's presence at Dakshineshwar to do two things. First, to fulfill his foremost duty to her as a husband, namely to educate her in the high ideals of life for which he stood, and secondly, to subject his own mind to a crucial test in point of same-sightedness and freedom from lower instincts. Of this, the first was a long and subtle process of spiritual education, which will be described elsewhere. As for the second, Sri Ramakrishna, on meeting his wife, remembered the precious advice he had been given by his master, Totapuri. When he knew that his disciple was married, a wife, he said, presented no danger to one if one were really established in Brahman. He whose mental purity was based upon a strong sense of distinction between the sexes was no doubt a good aspirant, but the realization of Brahman was still far away from him. For a true seer of Brahman would see no difference between man and woman, and his purity of behavior would be based not on a sense of moral conflict but on this supersensuous perception of unity. So, Sri Ramakrishna felt that the presence of his wife at Dakshineshwar was for him an opportunity to test his own attainment in this respect. He was a radical by temperament, and when an idea entered his mind, he felt he must carry it out at once. So, unlike an ordinary ascetic, he allowed his wife to be by his side and serve him to her heart's content. Not only that, for about 6 months of her stay at Dakshineshwar, he permitted her even to sleep with him in the same room.